friends. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying hydrated. I've got some exciting news. I don't know if it's exciting. I think I talked about this a couple videos ago, but I bought a subscription to a stock footage website just to zhuzh up my YouTube videos a little bit. And I found today that there is a bunch of like green screen just silly things. So I'm gonna start just peppering in as many as I can into videos. I'm gonna figure out how to put stuff in my hand and have explosions and stuff, because why not? I don't know. You're supposed to YouTube should be fun, I think. I don't know. But yeah, how are you doing? I'm doing well. I haven't made a video in a while. I've been really focused on making these hockey videos, which, that said, I do have some hockey Let's Play videos to make, and I've watched some new movies. I'm like, oh, maybe I should make some ASMR movie reviews, and I just have like all these ideas, and then like it's like, I should make them, and I'm like, well, which one should I make? And I'm like, well, none of them apparently. So now I have like a ton of ideas, but I just need to get some execution going. And the biggest thing is, if you saw this desk that I'm at right now, it is, oh boy, I think I'm gonna just, let me see if I can flip the camera. Can we front flip the camera? And can we zoom in on it? Let's zoom in on it. So here's the camera. And then if we just look at just all the stuff that's on this desk right now, it's just, oh boy, so much stuff. I need to get this desk cleaned up. I think that's part of why I haven't been more productive as far as making videos. It's just like there's so many books I've read about this, especially like the Austin Kleon books. If you haven't read Austin Kleon's books, they're super good. I'll post a link in the description. He's got 3. Steal Like an Artist, Show Your Work, and Keep Going. But in one of them, they're all very quick books to read, by the way, and they're great if you do creative stuff. Like, absolutely read all 3 of them. But in one of them, he talks about having a space to do your work, and a space doesn't necessarily have to be a space. It could be like a mental framework. And it's like coming to see this, which this desk has kind of like become a catch-all, and it's like, I was doing that sort of heavy reverb ASMR, so we still have like that kind of set up here, and then we're changing stuff in the living room. So this desk kind of became like a catch-all, and then I was like, oh, I'll make some videos with some bubble wrap. You can hear that crinkle. Also, this receipt. This is a very crinkly receipt. Why is this receipt so crinkly? Ace Hardware, what do you put in your receipt paper that makes it so crinkly? So yeah, and I've had some work to do, like actual client work, and I'm trying really hard this year to like stay on top of the videos and not let the client work kind of dictate where my energy is going, and to really focus time and energy onto making YouTube content, because I enjoy it and it helps my brain, and it potentially scales infinitely, whereas like a client job, I sold my time to make those photos. With YouTube, most of these videos don't do great, but some of them do very well, and it's like I think the best YouTube video I've made, the one video has made like $2,000. Granted, the average for if we took all the YouTube videos I've ever made, the average per video amount is definitely, it's under $1. I'm sure of that. It might be under 50 cents, because I have made, it's gotta be over 1,000, well over 1,000 YouTube videos at this point. I think just this channel has like 700 or something like that. And then like I have that white noise channel, and that definitely had, at one point it had like 250, and now it's way down because I deleted a bunch of them. It was a long story. It's actually not a long story. YouTube had like this weird they were really angry about stuff. They thought a lot of like these channels were like computer generated, and I was like, I'm a real person, and I didn't know how to show that, so I was just like deleting ones that were like mostly just loops, and so I ended up deleting a lot of videos. Which, and then in hindsight, all I had to really do was like show my face, be like, look, oh, I'm a real boy. And then it was fine. I got my monetization back over there. But then I have like a hockey YouTube channel. I've got like a YouTube channel where I talk about creativity stuff. I've got a movie review channel that I've only made like 4 videos for, which I'm gonna like, I'm gonna get going on that again. I think that's kind of like a sub goal this year, is to like get a 3rd channel monetized, and really kind of, I think a lot of my like day-to-day stress comes from just like uncertainty about money, and especially now that my girlfriend is off of her parents' insurance, and she's graduated college, so now like she's freed up to like go get a job, but it's like now that she's off their insurance, like her insurance that she had was like really good, and now she's like all these like sudden bills. So like as soon as the insurance stopped, like I don't know if the insurance just kicked it back and was like, we're not paying for it. She's almost, she's almost old enough. And so it's kind of just like, okay, like I'm already, and then I went and did, so I've got some debt, and that was another big goal of mine to pay off this year, is to pay off the debt. And I went and I was looking up like tips for paying off your debt. It's all stuff I already know, but like it's nice to refresh the memory. And I was like, okay, let me do some of this basic stuff. Like I already had like the list of like, this is what I owe, this is the APR, these are the dates it's due, these are the minimum payments. And it was like, check your APRs. And so I went and checked. All my APRs are higher than I thought by like 5-6% now. Like they've all gone up, and I'm like, that's sweet. That explains why I have not been making any headway on my credit card payments, is that like the interest rates are higher on all of them. And you're like, sweet, okay, that sucks. So I looked at doing one of those debt consolidation loan things, and like the offers they kicked back were like almost as high as the credit card debt. I was like, I'm not doing that. Like that's not worth it. So I'm like, well, credit score sucks right now, and it's just like, yeah, this okay. Maybe I've been floating on credit cards here, buying stupid stuff I didn't need for a little too long, and not taking care of that. So that's kind of the big push for this year. It's easy to get sucked into that. When you see stuff and you're like, oh, that would help my business, and you're like, you don't need it. And you're like, ooh, it help my business. And you're like, you don't need it. Like I didn't need to buy this big lens, but like it's turned in a lot of amazing photos, and so it's hard to say like I didn't need this because I love this lens and I use it a lot, but it was money. It cost a lot of money, and I probably shouldn't have put it on a credit card, because I was like, financial flaws aside, it's instant gratification that we all want and need. Trying to get better about that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what the focus has been on. And so it's like I need to get back to making the content and figuring this out. And part of that is the stock footage. I'm going to start just peppering in stock footage. I don't know why, because it seems fun. And I think I read somewhere or watched a video about YouTube that says like YouTube can tell, like YouTube, when it does the captions, it like is scrolling for keywords, and it's taking into like effect like what the imagery is. Like it's using AI to like determine how many cuts there are, what like the face, like the human male, and like happy or like angry, and like I don't know, it's kind of creepy, but it's like making all these like metadata decisions, and like that impacts the algorithm to some degree. I don't know how much. So I'm like, maybe if I put some green screen stock footage in, it'll do better. And so I did a test on my hockey YouTube channel. I started doing some shorts over there, and it's kind of fun to like upload like a little 20-second thing that's kind of funny. And I put some text over it, and that one short with that has like the text over, like you see everywhere, where it's just like 2 or 3 words at a time. That one has like 7,000 views, and the rest of them have like 1,000 or under. So I'm like, there's something to this. Maybe I should start putting more text on screen and just doing what the YouTubers do, the big YouTubers do. to confuse the algorithm into thinking I'm doing better things. Because I don't know, a lot of people watch this channel and they'll be like, you should have more subscribers. And I don't know if those might just be like random bots who are just like, you should have more subs, and they just say it to everybody, and you like go click on their profile and be like, oh thanks, you should have more subs too. You know, and that's sort of like, you know, there's some people that's like, oh, you gotta leave comments on YouTube, on other people's YouTube, and then that builds a community, and then it goes from there, and you're like, oh, that makes sense, I guess. And so, you know, this is great, you should have more subs, is something you could probably post on every video, and, you know, get a positive response back from the person who created it. So, you know, I get it, and I see where that's coming from. So, anyway, yeah, that's what's going on in my brain right now. Just trying to figure out, I feel like I'm in the same place. I feel like I've just been stuck for a couple years now. And so I'm like, okay, what I've been doing, like, it's not working. Like, it's working slowly. Like, things are growing. Like, I got my YouTube paycheck today, and it was one of the higher ones I've ever gotten. So I'm like, things are going in the right direction, just not as fast as I would like them to, which story of everybody's life who, you know, tries to do anything. And so it's like, well, at the same time, I'm very cognizant of the fact that I have not made a video on this channel in 11 days, and I have not made a video on my white noise channel that makes most of the money in even longer than that. So it's like, maybe I need to figure out where the bread and butter's coming in and start putting out videos more regularly. Because there was a period where I was doing daily videos on this channel, and I think I did it for like 60 or 90 days, and it got to the point where I was making $1 a day here, which was the most this channel has ever made. And that's pretty good. And so I'm like, okay, I think if I took all my expenses to like live my lifestyle that I have, I think I need something like $2,500. So, you know, that's a little less than $100 a day, something like that. And so if you think about that, that's like, I can work, you know, one job a week at $650, which is kind of like my day rate, for just like doing general crew work. Or I could book like one big job where like I'm doing everything, and that's usually, you know, somewhere in the $1,300 to $2,000 range. I could book one of those every 2 weeks. Or I could just do, you know, a shitload of photo gigs, which generally shake out to be about $300 for, you know, a couple hours of work plus some editing. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm just trying to figure out. How can I make this YouTube thing a little more solid as a source of income, and then also just kind of pay off that debt and just get, because that would calm a lot of uncertainty and anxiety I have in my brain, and yeah, then I could have a much happier life, and then maybe I could actually afford to go on a vacation or go to a dentist, which I haven't been able to afford in some time. But you know, that I don't really like complaining about the money stuff, because we're basically in a recession. Whether or not people want to admit that, that's another story. But like, I grew up, I was a millennial, you know, I graduated college in 2008. This is a recession. We're at the very start of it. Like, it's only going to get worse. So batten down the hatches, I guess, and put on your boots. Anyway, I've been working on my goals, trying to figure that out. We're going to have updates for that. We're going to have new ASMR Let's Play Hockey. I'm filming another one tomorrow. I've already got 2 in the can. I just got to do the voiceovers for them. And I'm going to just do more stuff, and also green screen stuff. Here's some green screen stuff that I'm going to do. It's going to be like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. I don't actually know if I'm going to edit anything in where I said like this, but I'm going to try to. Like this. Anyway, yeah. That's all I got today. So, I hope you're doing well. And if not, I hope that turns around for you real soon. And we're gonna kick this year in the teeth. If it hasn't started great for you yet, if you've gotten your APR written down and you found out it was 5 or 6% higher than it should be, or what you thought it was, then come sit down. Let's get some work done. Let's do some work. We're doing work. We're gonna cut stuff down, and we're gonna build stuff up, and we're gonna make 2023 a great year, regardless of what's happening in the wider economy. Manifest good things. That's all I got. So let's do this, right? Are you with me? Yes, let's do it.